What's the weirdest thing you think about while driving?
That's a very unique question.
The weirdest? I mean...
What's the craziest? Not weirdest, because people get weird.
I mean...
Last time we asked a person that on the podcast, we had to kick them off the podcast.
Okay, how about this? Is this something that you think about often, or just the last craziest thing you thought about?
Often. What's a reoccurring thought that you think while driving?
Oh, that I'm going to die in this car at any moment.
You know, my thoughts aren't actually that far from that, but mine were like, at any point, I or any of the other fuckers on this highway can just decide to swerve, roll the car, fuck everybody else's days and lives up. But we all actively continue to not do it.
Right.
So my thoughts here when I go through my like driving, right? I'd be thinking about like, what if life was like Mario Kart and everywhere you go was like a race? So
There's
like
banana peels everywhere?
You just had to wait like until there was enough people piled up at like the intersection before the intersection will release everybody. And then there would be power-ups and shit everywhere. And like
being the first at the light would suck.
Yeah, it would suck. Might have to wait like 10-15 minutes for the whole race to be ready.
Driving to work would suck.
You would, well,
You
maybe not,
leave late,
not,
but you couldn't leave late because you could just like get stuck in a lane and then nobody comes. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
no. Then there'd be like
it's a time trial. Then
capitalism is gonna be like, yeah, baby, let's go. Well, no, not even a time trial because it'll be like all the other late people, so it'll be like a reduced race, but like all the power ups that you get will be speed related, so you get there faster. This week we're going to be doing a top 10 game with the top 10 upcoming technologies. We're playing with Jeremy, Antoine, Zach, and Dorian.
There's a heavy Z sound there. Took him a moment.
what's going on?
How's everybody doing?
We're doing pretty great over here.
All right.
Me and announcer guy.
So for my first technology... I gotta get my shit off, man.
Dude, you started that off like you were standing in front of like your high school class for your presentation.
Some things I thought of already. All right, so my first one is artificial intelligence.
Just general AI?
Yeah, because they building robots out here, and they gonna kill us one day.
Okay, all
The
right.
sex robots are gonna lock onto us.
Oh, this is a very specific type of Terminator scenario.
Well, I mean, they're just gonna flip a switch and all the
Those
robots
are
just
the
gonna
most
turn.
realistic robots right now.
Yeah.
So if any of them are going to turn.
It's crazy. They made the sex robots the most realistic ones first.
So I'm actually going to need you to redefine, because AI is a big category, right? Like,
yeah, so
It's like saying cars.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, right.
This nigga said, yeah, so all of it.
All of it.
There's not a specific part that excites you the most.
It scares him.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, this isn't excite. This scares. Okay.
For those listening, you can't see it, but he has like one of those sandwich boards that says like the end is nigh that he's wearing right now about the AI future.
Yes. I am wearing that shirt. Or
Sandwich board.
the sandwich board. Or it's a shirt with the sandwich board on it that says the end is nigh.
Or yeah, because you don't know what you're wearing.
Coming soon. Coming soon to the NYAH website for merch.
So for your tagline for AI, I have AI, all of it. It's bad.
And it's going to kill us. Put that in there too. It's going to kill us all.
All
Here's
of
a
it
question.
bad, kill us all.
Are your follow-up technologies, are you like horning against them very much a Unabomber style, or like are you actually going to praise anybody here?
Praise the
I
Lord.
mean, we're just going to see how it goes when it comes.
Okay. All right.
AI, I gotta give some points. You have to. You can't not give AI points.
I just feel like
He didn't get me real excited about it. Like, he didn't like...
Not to mention, like he said, all of AI, so it's like, I don't know what really to like go for here.
Well, I'm still going to do specific AIs that I found
That's fine.
personally.
Oh, that's why you were so hard on the... Come on, man, give me something.
Yeah.
You're ruining me.
I did do.
It's killing me, man.
At least one that is interesting.
Well, for overall bad AI ideas,
Overall,
I got 4. Because AI is kind of cool. I'm not really scared of it.
AI is fucking lit for real. I give this 0 points.
You're a crazy person.
I mean,
it's still a good technology.
It's a great technology.
Phones use AI,
but
for
his
God's
concept is AI. All of it is bad. Dash kill us all. Okay,
that was a presentation. Yes.
You did say that. You said it and kill us all.
I said that about the robots.
Oh, so robots is what you're talking about there.
I was
Specifically, sex robots.
I was breaking down the AI into like the robots would kill us, but I was just saying all AI is bad though. That's why I even brought up the robots. Because it's the robots that's gonna kill us. Y'all don't see it.
You're right, I don't.
Because it's the robots that is going to kill us.
Yo, this Mandalorian did show up with it wearing a cardboard sign, and now he's about to start like shaking his bell, like the end is nigh.
Also, at the NYAH store online, you can get your official tinfoil hats,
Handcrafted by me.
so they can't read your brain.
Okay. I got a 4 for it. Any points?
I'll give points later on to see what other AIs we got going on, because
Any
just
points?
a broad spectrum.
I gave it points just for the sex robots killing people.
He did say they would latch on to people.
I will throw in a 1 for the image of the sex robots actively murdering people.
It's like small soldiers.
Yeah.
A new edition. Like, yo, we got the best high-tech sex dolls out here. And then they just start murdering everybody.
Do you have points for AI?
It's not going to be like they're murdering us. It's, they're going to flip a switch for all the AIs to fucking turn on us.
Wouldn't they still murder us then?
But they're not just doing
So
it
it's
just
the
because.
government that's murdering us through the AI?
It's the government algorithm, not their own algorithm.
Right.
So the AIs were going to be good. The AIs themselves were going to be good and just beings, right? They were going to be fantastical
But they're all going
beings.
to have that government chip in it.
Right, and that's going to flip the switch.
All right, hold on. This whole conversation is sex robots don't kill. Programmers do program sex robots kill.
Yeah.
And now you're
programmers
thinking.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'll hold off on giving points, but I'll give it later on.
Dorian?
5.
All right. So just because I know it's gonna sound very odd, come out teleportation.
Okay, so this is actively being worked on.
Actually has happened to a degree. So I'll go and actually explain it. So back in 2009.
It happened in 2009? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You read this on InfoWars.
No. Listen, and I will explain. So it's not to the standard sci-fi idea where like the full object goes and is in a different location.
So it's fake teleportation.
It's teleportation adjacent, but it is
Is
teleportation.
it like quantum physics
It
teleportation?
is literally that.
That's some bullshit.
It is not, and I'm gonna tell you why.
They're like, we moved a cell over here. They lied.
If you're moving whole cells, that's all actually more than quantum teleportation. That's a multicellular, many atom.
Well, that's
thing.
what they need to be doing at least.
True, but then that's what we're also gonna get, like, the fly scenario where like Jeff Goldblum's like half insect because it's super bullshit like that.
So what happened now?
So 2 university teams, one from Michigan and I think the other one was from Maryland, were able to make a device where they were able to take 2 atoms and entangle them. What that means is both atoms are considered the same exact object. 2 atoms and entangle them, which on that level means that both atoms are actually the same exact object.
So if you guys want to follow along, just take your fingers and put them together, and then your fingers are the atoms.
Okay. It's working for Antoine. Maybe it'll work for you. Anyways, the portion where teleportation becomes a thing is that they're able to measure the other atom, and the information from that atom is also instantaneously moreover on the other one. Information is being instantly teleported over to the other one. Reason why this is important is because these principles are going to be used for quantum computers. Instead of having the normal binary system where it's a 1 and 0 on or off, atoms will have the ability to have something called qubits, where they have 2 additional variables to measure. So with it, hypothetically, you can have multiple quantum computers able to teleport information back and forth, essentially just being one larger computer of itself. In
People are
addition,
gonna be mining the shit out of some shit with those.
you're able to have this information go almost to any distance, really. Quantum entanglement does not have any known current limitation on how far away 2 objects are able to be entangled. So this is a way to literally send information almost instantaneously, say from here to Mars or even somewhere even further away, as long as they're actually entangled.
So you mean to say this isn't actually teleportation? This is Internet 5.0.
Sounds
If not
like
even
that.
beyond that.
What?
That's what it sounds like.
Right, because like teleportation.
I mean, they're teleporting information.
Right, that's Internet 5.0.
The reason why it's considered teleportation, though, it's not going through any medium. It's just
That's
instantaneously on the other
The
side.
internet work.
Well, even then, internet still has to be connected via wires and fiber optics, or however it's the
I mean, it
information
can be
is being
connected
transferred.
wirelessly, but
Yes,
You're right,
but
it has
that
to have
still
a
has
medium.
to travel.
right. I understand what
This
you're
is
saying.
just instantaneous. Whatever's being done here is being done here.
I was actually confirming what you were saying to Jeremy. Then you just tried to confirm it to me again. But I understand.
Sorry, habit of mine.
I wasn't disagreeing. Yeah, that's cool, but I don't think you should call it teleportation. You should have just started with like quantum entanglement. Teleportation gets us all happy, like, oh shit, they made a chicken go from fucking Cleveland to Akron.
Which is way more lit than Internet 5.0.
Going from Cleveland to Akron?
Yeah, if somebody could teleport something instantly from Cleveland to Akron, come on, dude.
That's where you want to teleport to
You
Akron?
are unappreciative as fuck. It don't matter where they're teleporting.
Yeah, I don't think he's really concerned about going to Akron itself. I think he just
even-
means in the process.
Even if there were so even if there were teleportation stations that far, like in that like
If I could
that's as
teleport
far
from
as you
my
can
living
teleport,
room
right?
to my dining room, I'd be happy.
That's
Nice.
different. You're not going to be in Akron.
You hate Akron?
No. But
okay.
if you want to teleport, why is that the place that you want to teleport to?
Well, I was just trying to do
I
a
believe it
small
was just the
distance.
example.
Yeah.
Would it be better if we said Cincinnati or Columbus?
No, he wants to go to Aruba.
Cleveland to Aruba.
There we go, Aruba.
That's a pretty far teleportation.
That's far.
Now we got Dorian on board.
I know what that dude was trying to do. So I'll give quantum entanglement a 1. Cause it would have got probably a 3, but
Well, the problem is
You got me
quantum
hyped up.
entanglement's not an invention. It's just a fundamental.
I named it quantum teleportation.
There we go.
yeah, same thing. Because
One-
it all is based on quantum entanglement, right?
Yes.
Literally, all right. So it's quantum teleportation, quantum entanglement, tomato, to me.
But that's like saying water when you have a hydrothermic dam where it generates electricity. It's
Do you have any
it's
points
water.
for?
It's a thing.
It's water.
But the water's not the invention.
But it's water.
Still not the invention.
Dorian doesn't have any points for Internet 5.0.
4.0.
4.0.
I don't know.
I'll go 4.
A dam. That's not mine. I'm just saying.
Damn is a very old technology.
So, still a good one. The hell? Okay, you ready? So this is way more important than quantum physics, all right? All right, so China just dropped the contactless semen collector for sperm banks.
Oh, I've seen those. It's weird as fuck.
For people that are scared to
donating.
masturbate in the sperm bank, but still want to give up their babies. It looks like a fleshlight, kinda.
/ R2D2.
Yeah, but it's like a machine that's probably 4 feet high, with a hole about dick height, whatever that is. And it has some different settings that the user can control, from heat, wetness, some other shit too. There's a couple other dials on there.
So are you telling me this is a medical?
Sex bot.
Yeah, it's a medical flashlight.
Yes.
Okay.
Very expensive. fleshlight.
Very expensive
Top of the
medical
line
flashlight.
fleshlight. And they had them lined up pretty close to each other in the video I seen too. I was like, damn, everybody just fucking the machines right next to each other. Like, what's up, bro? How you doing?
Oh, this isn't something that's delivered to your house.
No, this is like
at
you
the
go to like
clinic.
the
It's a
sperm bank.
Well, I figured since it was contactless, I want to have to go to the sperm bank.
Well, no, yeah,
then
it's
what's the point?
contactless for you. You don't have to touch yourself.
Oh.
Exactly. You just unzip
just
and then
said for people
you
that
just jam it
afraid
in
You
to
just
there.
put your
masturbate.
flaccid wiener into the hole, and then it will do the work.
And you're supposed to get hard off of that?
Right. Like,
Well, I guess when you start, you got to find your settings, man. It's like your sleep number.
your fuck number.
Oh Jesus!
So,
What a phrase.
This is
told you, better than quantum physics. They're
I don't
they're
know
solving the
about
problems
that.
out here, man. Like, it's
what problem is this solving?
all the people that go
Those
like,
that are
I'm
scared
about to
to
donate
masturbate?
some sperm, and then they're like, man, I can't really just jack off in this room, man. It's crazy.
But I can stick my flaccid dick into this machine, though?
Standing next to my like some
Maybe if
random.
the warm pink light that's in the machine. Let me show you the machine. Let me show you.
Nah, you ain't got to show me the
Again,
machine.
it's essentially an R2D2, except for like where the eye would be. It's a flashlight.
Let me show you the
Just
machine.
with more settings. Good to know. Fuck bots trump, quantum physics in general. See where your allegiance lies, sir.
See if I can find him here.
He's got to stumble on a video where someone's using it.
Why are they lined up like that though?
Okay, I gotta see.
So that is it. It is a great invention, I think. I think it's going to help the world out a lot. I think we're going to have a lot more laboratory babies.
Because more guys are fucking robots.
Yeah, because they don't have to like jack off there no more. They're gonna use that thing one time and they're gonna be addicted. They're going back forever. They're gonna donate all their babies.
That sounds like it's actually gonna not help the problem at all.
Oh, there's Steve again.
I like how you got a better image now. So maybe that like warm red light inside will get you going.
I'll
No,
give this my 2.
2?
I'm gonna throw my
Oh
2 too.
my god, you guys are ungrateful.
It's a medical grade fuckbot.
It is a medical
I don't
grade
know what else you
fuckbot.
want to call it.
Yeah. And it's not even like a medical grade fuckbot that comes to my house. It's a medical grade fuckbot that I have to go and fuck in a weird room still. So it has done nothing to actually solve the problem. It's just made it even weirder. Because it took it from me doing something that I've been doing my entire life to me fucking a weird contraption, right? It's weird. It's fucking weird.
It's a medical grade fuckbot that doesn't get rid of the shame because everybody knows you're going to fuck a fuckbot.
You don't know what cool is, man. Neither do you.
Is cool
I'm giving it a
fuckbots?
6.
Is cool fuckbots? Yes or no?
No. This is not a fuckbot. This is a medical.
Is it not a machine?
This is a semen collector. That's what it's called. A semen
Look,
collector.
if someone has
A
to jam their penis in it,
contactless
it's a
semen
sounds so
fuckbot.
defensive for it. It's a
Yeah.
collector. Say his name right.
I'm so happy that I have that as a soundbite
It's a semen
of him
collector.
bleeding. It's a semen collector.
It is.
Oh,
You guys are not giving this thing enough credit, man.
4.
There you go. That's a little more like it. All I'm saying is it's better for the nurse. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to come in and try to touch this cup that you tried to come in.
There's still somebody that has to go inside of them like it's a fucking vending machine and
They
collect
do have
the
to
entire
be clean
tub
too, I'm
of-
sure.
I'm pretty
just
sure it
sperm.
has it like I didn't watch the whole video because I'm not going to use it. But
Well, how someone still has to
you know?
collect it. It's not like the robot like
But it probably
goes
just,
off like an
like, gets it,
Amazon
like-
delivery drone and like finds the nearest lady.
it probably just goes like straight into like a test tube. That'd be the most efficient thing.
People still have to collect that.
The test tube, yeah, but not like this cup that this dude was just like masturbating and then like missed a little bit, got some on the outside, and then hands you this weird nasty cup.
Look, bud, when it comes to like nurses, I think they have bigger issues than occasionally like sperm.
I mean, no, because a nurse at the sperm bank is only dealing with sperm. I think that's her biggest issue.
it's a fuckbot.
All right, moving on because everybody's already assigned its points.
It is a fuckbot, though. I gave it 4 points, but it is a fuckbot, though. I
Medical.
It is a medical grade fuckbot.
Congrats, fuckbot MD.
mean, a fuckbot is a fuckbot is a fuckbot.
Google
Google.
Oh, here we
is
go.
making a robot personality. They developed the patent 2 years ago. It is going to be robot personalities that exist within a cloud, and eventually they hope to have worker bots that will eventually be a part of society. That
Develop that personality.
the personalities will be able to have different like settings. So the robots will have many different personalities based on who you're talking to. So if you're talking to a young hip kid, they're going to be a cool cat. If they're talking to a business professional,
Just gonna fail horribly.
So I'm hearing it. They're trying to develop a cloud version of a
Google
hive
wants
mind
to be saying,
intelligence
"Nigga like
that is
me?"
able to alternate its personality depending on the user interface.
Yo, hold on. What?
I didn't hear him.
I don't think Google's allowed to say that.
I mean, but if it's trying to relate,
Right, if it's trying to relate to me, and that's how I talk, the fuck?
Well, here's the thing. Like
is it
those,
gonna
like
say the fuck?
those chatbots that like eventually like learn words and how to interact with people. Unfortunately, a lot of times they become super fucking racist because like people go
Are
in there.
super fucking racist?
The chatbots will turn super fucking racist.
Because people are super
Everything
fucking
turns-
racist.
Yeah, because they
fucking
keep
racist,
feeding it
bro.
super racist information on how to interact with other people depending on what text is given to it. So I can see that same issue happening with the Google Cloud.
I just think that it's gonna fail because it's trying to do too much.
I'm agreeing with you on this one, Dorian.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna like it's just trying to do too like making an AI that just is a customer service AI. Cool. Just like get the ones that we have now better. But like trying to make it talk to me a certain way, it's kind of weird.
All right, well, okay, so it was more like the article I was reading was pitching it more as something like that would be in your house, like your household servant, and like you would develop a relationship.
And essentially,
for it.
it's an Alexa that has like some form of like
So it would like you'd be like, yo,
ability to talk back.
you'd
Right.
be like, yo, Tron boy, go get me a fucking pop, and he'd be like, the
And then-
fuck.
Yeah, exactly. Tron Boy will be
He'd
like,
be
no,
like, yo,
fuck you.
Tron boy, don't talk to me like that. Be like, fuck you, nigga.
Well, no, because you tell it not to talk to you like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
But
I
it
also
sees
believe
what
that
you
Antoine
do.
wouldn't change that because he'd probably just find it funny every
It
time.
develops a relationship with you. You just said so. Like it's gonna know how I like.
It's essentially how to raise
It's
your
gonna
robot.
be like on the way to get the drink and be like, "Fuck you, nigga! I'm not getting it."
Still getting it,
Yeah,
though.
still getting it.
but it's gonna follow up with like it's gonna bring it to you and then it's just gonna throw it on the ground.
No, then it's gone.
yeah. Then it needs to
I'm like, all right, Tron boy, watch how I turn you off now.
Look, it's essentially you have to raise your robot. That's what it is. Eventually, you got to grow it into the personality that you want.
And then, like, if you get a used one, is it fucked up to kill its old personality?
No,
Damn.
reset.
What?
See, you and me had this conversation a while ago. I would say yes, depending on like how far along. Like, if it can get to the point of completing the Turing test, which is essentially if you can't tell that it's actually like a computer, it might as well count as a person.
Did I buy it?
No, you are saying
Did I
some
buy
wild
it?
shit. That's how they're gonna take over. They're gonna be like, we are people. But like, no, you are not a person.
If you can tell it's a
all the robots
computer,
gonna be
then it's not
protesting,
any
like,
form of like intellectual murder.
people. We are
Do you
And
see
I'm
what I
gonna be
mean?
coming up behind them like reboot, like nope, fuck that
Jeremy-
shit.
I like how he reboots it like a game. He has one hand up and one like making a screwdriver motion. He's like, reboot. Yeah, reboot.
You're telling me you haven't learned to reboot a computer from like Fallout at all? You
My
haven't
dude's
done
like,
that?
hold X and it'll reboot, I promise. Like, dude, where's X at? Like, you know where X is, bro. Yeah, I don't know what I got for this one. I think it's gonna fail. I think that's why it's not out yet.
It only patented it 2 years ago.
I thought you were about to say the cooler one.
What's the cooler one?
Well, now I'm gonna say
It's the one that you can fuck.
Yeah, you gonna have to fuck with shit.
All of Antoine's are going to be things that you can fuck.
It's not cool otherwise.
So Google Cloud personality points.
Why does Google need a personality, man? Just be Google.
Google needs many personalities, actually.
I mean, I can see why they would do it. It's an easier way to sell everybody shit. Like if the robot you've grown over time to be like somewhat friends with, or at least the illusion of friends with, says like, hey, dude, you want to buy
How
that movie you're
lonely
talking
are
about? And-
people?
Very.
I mean, yeah, he's not wrong.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna give it my 4. Just because there's no proof of concept yet. I haven't seen anything about it. It's just some Google text crazy idea.
Yeah, just give him my 2.
3. I'm going 3. Was that a 2 or nothing?
2.
Okay.
I'll go with a 2. That was a 2, please. Can you give me a 2? I'll take a 2. I'll do a 2 on that one. Go ahead and give that my 2.
My next one's going to be 3D printing.
Oh, print that 3D'er. It's been out for a little bit.
Because they're doing food now.
Oh, that's new.
I will also say, to add to the excitement of 3D printing, is that they're starting to use it in space to manufacture like parts of the space station and shit like that.
Not to mention random tools that they need up there. Another cool thing about 3D printing is they're actually doing it to 3D print organs. They're able to take, they're able to take stem cells, and they have like, I think it's like a collagen like outline of like what the organ should be, or if it's like a ear or whatever. And they're able to print those cells over time, and eventually the stem cells will turn into the correct cells itself.
Okay, so I'm confused about the two things that you two are both talking about here, both food and stem cells. It's plastic that prints from 3D printers, correct?
Well, no,
the
they're
originals,
making different ones like that. I've seen the food one. It makes
They
like
also
steaks.
have metal 3D printers. They have that where it's doing for concrete buildings. It's the same concept of like going layer over layer, but they're now able to use different materials.
Yeah, different mediums.
It's not just plastic anymore.
What are they using for the food?
Like soy and shit.
I think it's all like vegan shit for real. Ain't it?
Essentially.
Oh man, we're getting close to motherfucking.
Not to mention when we get to like the part where it's like
shit.
artificial like
shit.
meat and stuff. I'm sure that'll be a thing there.
That's literally fucking
Holographic food.
Yeah, like you fucking plug it in and you're like, I want to eat this, and then it starts printing it, and then you eat it. That's Star Trek shit. That's wild. Okay.
Star Trekky. Yeah, 3D printing's cool as fuck. I'll give it that.
3D printing is getting crazy. I actually have a really cool 3D printed gun. Yeah. Fucking.
It's not that cool, but
it's cool. Pretty cool. It's an art piece. It's not a functional thing. It's an art piece, but it's still cool. The
Antoine's gonna fight with you. You can't fuck that gun. It's not cool.
you could fuck the gun if you wanted.
So it is cool.
Or is the gun fucking you?
Still not cool.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I guess you could go either way. Whatever you want to do, bottom or top.
3D printing points.
I mean, what do you do with the gun?
I look at it.
So what?
I look at it.
This dude's at bottom or top. The 3D printing, I'll give it an 8. Because they're making advances. You know what I'm saying?
I got a 7.
They're printing out juicy steaks. Well done already.
I don't know what else is out there.
That's why we're here.
We'll give him my 9.
Oh! Drop down and get your 9 on, man.
I'm gonna throw out my 6.
Oh, shit. This bitch is balling.
Relax, man.
Like a give. Y'all know the rest.
All right. So I already know that both Dorian and maybe Antoine are going to have a problem with this one. Living robots. So back in 2019.
Why is Antoine gonna have a problem with it?
Because he's made some like weird, like questionable thing.
You can't fuck it.
Like literally, I didn't even bring up a fuck bot.
What are you talking about? The first thing you came up with was, yeah, man, you stick your dick in this machine and it takes your semen, even if you're flaccid.
Which is a skill. I gotta say, that's a skill. The actual whole episode's now just about this fucking semen collector.
And it only got like 4s and 2s, so I don't know. Like, I feel like it's the most talked about fucking technology today, but all right.
You're going to start off
Just
the fuck
today.
off right off the rip. Of course it's going to be talked about.
I mean, that was like one of the ones that was on the bottom of the list. So,
It's still funny. Anyways.
so what type of living robot are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
You talking about like iRobot or like what?
No. So they're literally taking like stem cells specifically from frogs in this case.
What the hell?
And they're using...
They're making cyber frogs?
No. Let me finish.
Are you afraid of frogs or something?
I mean, I'm not with the cyber frog either. Like, if that's where this gets nothing from me,
here's the thing.
and it should be banned.
It's not even a frog from what they made. It's just cells from a frog. They used a computer algorithm to essentially like try to design something that would be functional as an organism in its form, and over enough time using
Tadpole.
No,
Oh.
not what I was gonna say.
Close enough.
What's the AI program where it's like, you basically through a form
Machine
like
learning.
machine learning
Okay.
to eventually get to a form where it's practical enough to move around. Using that base, they then, and also through 3D printing, take the stem cells, prints in that form. Essentially, it's skin cells on the outside, and they give it like a pseudo heart muscles on the inside, so
It's
it
a
can give it
cyber frog.
locomotion. But that's the thing. It's not a frog. It's not in the shape of a frog at all.
It just has the functionalities of a frog?
It's just using the cells from a frog, but it's in a completely different shape. They've been able to make them a millimeter long and more or less in diameter. They're able to move around on their own. They're able to heal themselves.
What is it, though?
That's the thing.
Oh,
it's
cool.
a completely new
Make a thing that can heal itself. Because we can do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like
We can
how
heal
much of a
ourselves.
heal?
They were able to essentially
Like cut
it
the
in
1
half.
millimeter in half and it goes back. Try to do it to a human. Essentially, we are gonna die.
People would die if you cut people in half. Yes, that's a correct
Yeah, so we
statement.
shouldn't make things that we can
Depending
cut
on
in
how
half
you
and they
cut
stay
'em.
alive. What?
If you cut people in half, I think no matter whether it's like long ways or like short, if you cut somebody in half, they're done.
No. I watched a magician once. He cut a woman in half, separated her, put her back together. Okay.
Okay, so that's
I mean,
proven via
you
magic.
got might have seen that same magician.
But like they were able to get these things to like live as long as like a few days to like the max of like a few weeks of just being able to move around without any like nutrients. The whole idea is that
A few
like
weeks? So it can regenerate itself after it's cut in half and live for a few weeks with no food or anything.
correct.
These things are going to kill us. See,
Yeah.
I told y'all.
It was a millimeter.
Yeah, but they're going to
in
make
size.
bigger ones once they get better at
Okay,
it.
what is the point
They're
of
going to
that?
go into our bodies. They're so small.
Actually,
Oh.
that is
Hell
the
them.
point. The idea is that you're able to use your own cells, make these miniature robots, and essentially you can give them drugs to go and actually help your body in the right way. You can have them go into your veins, unclog all the arteries that are, or not all the arteries, all the like plaque that's building up in there. It's ways to like prevent you from having a heart attack if you don't eat fucking right, because it's taking the bad shit out.
Yo, this is
It's
the
able
cover
to take
story.
the-
So you're saying that I can eat however I want if I have these robots inside of me?
Hypothetically.
That is the cover story. They're really just using them to assassinate niggas. Like they're using them to
In
block
addition,
arteries.
it's essentially
why
like
would they assassinate?
targeted
I mean, they
chemo-
could, though. They
I'm not
could.
assassinatable.
You're assassinating.
He's not
I'm
wrong.
not.
The implication here is that if they wanted to, they could murder you.
with- yeah.
Why?
True.
Oh, they're going to flip that switch?
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. They're as of
It's
right
in
now,
there getting plaque, and then it's like
they don't have
now
any
time to
like
murder.
physical hardware. It's a completely organic thing.
He has
Oh,
said
so
one
it
too
can
many
change its
communist
own
propaganda.
As of right now, they haven't even been made with a mind.
But it could change its own mind.
As of
Because
right now,
it's like
no.
an organic organism.
Well, okay, so here's the thing.
It's skin
I
cells
don't
and heart
think-
muscles that's able to move. There's no
here-
thinking.
So here's one thing about this, right? I don't think these nanites
They make it super
would
soldiers.
actively kill us of their own volition because they would technically be like little parasites. They would only kill us if their
He
programming
said-
killed us.
Man, this makes me feel weird, man.
It's no different than if your own immune system
They
starts to
don't
kill you.
care about the host that they're on.
Hold on, man. It's skin cells.
Actually,
An
that's-
intelligent one would, though.
Yeah,
Not to mention, that's the whole point of symbiosis. It's two things more or less being parasites to each other that functions in a proper way.
It's skin cells and heart muscles that just move.
that are able to move around.
People are trying to learn how to become God, man. They're like, well, we got this part down. We can make it alive and move. And then now what are we moving on to next?
I mean, we've already made artificial cells.
The implication of this technology is pretty cool, though.
Not to mention,
Also
it's not
very
even
scary.
inside the body. You could have it go into like a body
scary.
water, pick up like all the microplastics in there, or like try to get rid of certain forms of pollution itself.
But it needs a mind for that.
Yes, but as of right now, it doesn't have one. But this is the step. It's
Is
documented
it possible
to be
that
a
it
moving
can
thing.
develop a mind of its own?
As of right now, no. Because they haven't been made with any kind of like brain or any form. So it can't make up its mind because it doesn't have a mind. It literally has no mind.
That's crazy.
It doesn't have a mind.
That's insane.
It's just, I told you, it's skin cells and heart muscles or whatever he said.
Mm-hmm.
The eventual replacement to bees.
I mean, they would function almost in the same way.
They'll sting us too?
Yeah.
No, they have no sting. There's no stinger. It's not that they'll be actual bees.
You have to,
but it'll have a similar hive mind, kind of like bees do, where they all work as a whole.
Imagine
for
that's
a
our
single
new
goal.
story. Hey, back in my day, the bees used to sting you. You motherfuckers never even got stung by a bee.
Living robot points.
I got a 5.
3. I think I saw my 3 out there.
Expect that number from you. Getting his robots. Give him my 8.
Robots are crazy, man.
I know.
I've seen Terminator, man.
Ada Rooney.
That doesn't mean it's true.
I watched it as a kid, though.
And
It was true.
really,
That shit was real.
the Governator came back and like just beat the shit out of like the 80s.
He did it. I watched him do it.
I'll also throw that in my 5.
I watched that live footage plenty of times.
So the next one I have here. The next little thing I have here for y'all.
Fire.
Greatest technology ever.
No,
Antoine's
the wheel.
actually a caveman. New
wheel.
technology.
The new one is the Neuralink. Neuralink is from Tesla. It is a brain implant that reads the electric signals that your brain sends to your nerves when you want to like move your hand left, move your hand right, close your hand, open your hand, blink your eyes. It just records all those signals enough to where somebody doesn't have like motor functions of their hands, feet, whatever, mouth, they would be able to just think the things and then it does it for them.
So I do want to say this bullshit here, right?
All right. I hate Elon Musk.
Well, no, not even just that, but yes. There are other companies that are developing that same kind of technology that's not an implant. It's just something you wear over your head and it does little brain scans.
It's essentially just a helmet with the
implant probably works
EKG
way
inside of
smoother.
it.
Maybe.
And it might be better because like it's like constantly CAT scanning your brain then. That can't be good.
Might not be.
So if you got the implant, I feel like it's just like more direct. Like it could be just literally reading the signals.
Again, what Jeremy was talking about, it's not CAT scanning you. It's just a helmet that's essentially an EKG machine inside of it. It's just reading the electrical signals. It's not sending microwave radiation in your mind.
You don't know what it's doing.
And then how do you know what the Neuralink's doing? Like they
I
literally
don't
have to
know
do
what the
brain
Neuralink's
surgery
doing.
to plug it into your mind.
All I know is
All I know is I've seen it
one day
work.
they're going to flip that switch and we're all going to die.
It's called a brain-computer interface, though. That's what the Neuralink is.
Not to mention, like, wasn't Elon Musk like big thing of like, oh yeah, you can like listen to music in your mind?
I do
Wasn't that like one of his big
all
things?
the time.
Like you would like play video games like with your Neuralink
You would
as
be
well?
able to play. Yeah, they had a monkey playing Pong
I saw
with
that.
the Neuralink. Good. Pretty nice. He was playing Pong with his
Can you
mind.
play with somebody else?
If they had a Neuralink. That would be the craziest game of Pong ever. Because like
Well, he wasn't playing it in his mind. He was playing it using his mind as the controller on the screen still. There is a difference. There is not a screen in his mind.
I mean, he's playing it with his mind.
I'm sure they
Like, what are you saying? His mind is the controller, nigga. He's not touching anything. He's just looking at the screen and he's thinking like down,
Right,
and it's
right.
going down.
That is different than playing something in your mind.
I mean, you're playing in your mind. You're not touching a controller.
Using his mind to play the video game.
Yes.
Is that right, Jeremy?
Telekinesis.
That is
Just because
there's
you're
a
not-
difference. There's a difference there, though.
He's not imagining
only
games
if you're
what
like
Jeremy's
some
saying.
like
He's actually playing the game.
fucking crazy person that like, nah, one day they're gonna put us to sleep and we're gonna be able to game in our dreams.
Well, that one's you. That one's
Yeah,
Jeremy.
no, that's him. That's exactly him. I was actually attacking Jeremy right there.
Well, you started off, they're going to flip the switch, and that's been like every other breath for Dorian here.
Just a flip of the switch.
But no, I think that's good for people that are like paraplegic.
Oh yeah, no, it's a dope technology. I'm not shitting on it at all. I'm just saying that there are other people that are doing it as well.
Not the implant.
Sound like you're shitting on them.
No,
Not the implant.
I'm just saying that the technology is there and it's upcoming. It's very much the same way as the 3D printing. Upcoming and fucking sweet.
But it's the way you said it, though. It's like, yeah, it's good. But other motherfuckers been doing that, though.
I mean, like, if you can do it without having to actually do brain surgery on somebody, is that not a better system?
I mean, it depends how
It's
the other
less
system
invasive.
is working,
You can actually take it off. If you're concerned about literally having somebody be able to know what you're thinking, it's better than, having a constant USB port in the back of your ear.
Can you
but
read
not
minds
really.
with
Not if
Neuralink?
you're paraplegic and like, what do you got to do when that thing has to charge? Then you can't. Then you're just fucked.
I don't know. You charge it when you go to sleep.
You're a paraplegic. You can't take it on and off of your head.
Well, I imagine if you're a paraplegic, you would just have it plugged in.
Not to mention, traditionally, most times paraplegics have people there to help them.
If you had the
It's not
brain
like
implant,
if you're paraplegic,
you
you're
could just
left
be
by
moving.
yourself
you could be.
to like fend for the rest of your life. You have like nurses and assistants come and help you.
I mean, you can. That's a thing. But if you had the brain implant, which is why they're making it, you'd be able to do more things on your own. Is what I'm saying. Instead of the nurse being there, you could just probably move your fucking chair around by
I
yourself.
actually have a thing to talk about that relates exactly what you guys are talking about. Once we give Neuralink some points.
My dude's gonna be like, nursing home robot.
Nope.
But the Andrew Cuomo,
I got 9 for the Neuralink.
I believe I still got a 6 I can get.
8. I think I got that 8 still out there.
Still out there. There's a link out there. Still out there.
Your points, Mr.
I'll throw out my 7.
There you go.
Jeremy.
So this is more of a concept that is currently being built. And there are definitely some functionalities already existing within it. It's the Internet of Many Things. Which
the
is
Internet of Things.
Yes, it's where everything is slowly starting to become interconnected, right? And there are some developers that are working so that things like Neuralink in the future, right, will be able to have you control like things like your vacuum, shit like that. And essentially in the future, if you were a Neuralink fucking patient and had this house of many things, be able to pretty much do everything on your own by controlling it all through your brain.
Okay, so it's like how you can
just
have
do
like
your
a
phone
smart
right
house
now,
with like
though.
your app and shit. It's just making you the phone.
Yep.
Okay.
100%. And it's estimated that it's going to be like a $1.5 trillion a year industry by 2025, like just in general with like the functionalities that they already have through the phone, where it's things that are more and more things are starting to be connected to one another to the point where it's even light bulbs, fucking your appliances. Some people have like different like floor things that it's like, oh, I've stepped into this part, so this starts to happen. Like,
So it's like you walk into a new room, all the electronics are shut off in the other one, and it's only focusing here. Okay.
so it's both green technology, being able to not have it so that you have to heat your house all the time, because you would only have to heat it when you're within certain amount of like kilometers from your house and all that kind of shit too.
It's kind of crazy.
Seems like like a future where everybody's low jacked though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're gonna be.
I mean, we're already low jacked though.
I mean, with your phone. I mean, you
But
can
like
leave your
on
phone
a
at
more
home.
personal level than normal. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I know. Like, my phone tells me them exactly where I go all the time, down to I think like a 10-foot radius of where I might be. But still,
This is like a chip.
it's going off the idea of what you similarly had with Neuralink, or like the helmet that he mentioned.
Okay, well, the Internet of Many Things is currently linked to the phone.
Yeah, you can do it on your phone where like.
But they're
like
gonna
this-
make it into something that you do it with your body, right?
You could do both, right? Like there's going to be functionality where they want to make it so that the Internet of Many Things will link with those brain technology interfaces, brain computer interfaces.
You know, like you got the LED lights controlled by your phone and shit like that, or if you want to open
you can lock the house.
Yeah, you can lock your doors and shit. All
I
that
mean,
type of shit,
I've even seen somewhere like you can like turn on and off your car or like lock it.
Yeah.
All your heat and shit can be controlled by cameras, the whole 9 yards.
See, the only thing
Apple
I
got that shit
dislike
right now.
about this
Apple, you go search
inevitable
something
future is like it's just more reason like certain ad campaigns being targeted to you. Like you can monitor how many times this person keeps going to the kitchen to get food. And so you can just target them with more food ads compared to somebody else.
That's a privacy issue though. Like that's more of
it's a byproduct of it. I'm not saying it's the result of it. It's just how I see it. It's inevitable that it's going to happen that way.
Well, that would mean that they have access to like that. You would have to agree to let the bots monitor you in that way. You know what I'm saying?
True, but it's also the point where like if we talk about like say Doritos or anything specific like that, at some point in time, maybe through the day or the next few days, you will see a commercial for Doritos.
Right.
Even if you're not in your own home, it's just phones themselves naturally pick up on this stuff.
Uh-huh.
I don't remember giving consent to the company of Doritos to say, hey, if I ever mention you guys, please, let me know that you're available. It's just something that happens. So I'm sure there will be something like, hey, if you want your data saved private, that's fine. But even then, there's still that parent company that's you're agreeing to that can still say, we're still going to sell some of this information that we don't deem as too invasive, like they already do now.
Yo, Doritos. When you're in the hood, let me know.
Internet of Many Things points.
Shem.
Yeah, it's gonna get my 7 too.
7.
777.
Because like it can interlink with like the Neuralink, you know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying? That helped those people out even more. Because then they could be like, bed, roll me into this room. And then all the stuff just turns on.
Because really right now you can just use it through your outlets and shit.
Random question, but the whole Neuralink and like
throw my 4
idea.
Oh, you
How
hate
exactly would drugs affect that? Would that make shit go like super haywire?
Not 100% sure.
Yeah,
Who cares?
we're not scientists.
We're just here to go crazy.
Internet of Many Things though?
I think I got also a 4 available.
No, you don't.
Okay. Do I got a 5?
Yes.
Okay, I got a 5. I don't know. It's just an interesting thought. Someone's got a Neuralink. They take a dab. What happens to the house?
I guess I don't know if there's really like a technology, I guess. I was gonna say like LASIK eye surgery.
Oh no, that's a dope technology.
I was gonna say that one.
Yeah.
They figured out how to craft a laser to shine into your eye to correct your retina problems.
vision.
Yeah,
that's crazy. My stepdad got that. It's crazy seeing him without glasses.
Bonkers.
That is crazy. That is crazy. It's like, so LASIK was also the foundation of how they figured like they now have a way to advance the human eye aside from just like being beyond 20/20 vision that they're working
They can
on.
give us
So I can
hawk
see in
vision.
4K?
Yes.
Hawk vision.
Not
a mile
seeing
down the
4K,
road.
but
We
it's
can be
like seeing fucking farther.
We're gonna be like our eyes are gonna be like, and then we're gonna be able to see like
There's
times
actually
50
contact
zoom.
lenses that actually do a similar thing where they magnify your vision already. To similar
Times
things.
50 zoom, bro, on your eyeball. Let's get it.
That would be crazy.
Lord.
Can you imagine having 50 times vision, seeing the zesty lemon ant walking by? Instantly.
I mean, and I call lemon ants. They just taste like lemons.
I said zesty
But they are
lemon
zesty,
ants.
though.
They are zesty,
I
though.
do recommend it. If you ever see an ant just crawling around somewhere,
Take
pick
it
them
and
up.
Don't say that. That's how
Zest it
people are
into
getting
your-
fucking parasites, man.
Zest it onto
No,
your
it's
fish.
not. I turned out okay. I guess the other kid did.
Fantastic.
Too.
You ate a ant that didn't have a parasite in
I
it.
ate 2 ants.
Oh, he ate 2 ants.
Yeah, I doubled my chances.
Points for LASIK.
10. It's all I got left. That's why I saved it.
It's my last one.
You have a 6 and a 1 as well, just so you know.
I got a 1 and a 3, right?
You have 1, 3, 9, 10.
Okay. I'm going to go 1 for LASIK, 3 for AI as a group. Because I did promise to give points to that.
LASIK?
6.
All
Three
right.
for LASIK? You're a hater today.
I'm not a hater.
I was hating that shit.
I just am. I've even given my own shit small numbers.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I've
You're just
only
a
given
hater today.
my small numbers thus far.
All right. So the next one I got, it's going to be difficult to say whether or not it's actually going to be happening because it might be like a espionage campaign by the U.S. military itself.
Oh, it's another Q drop?
No. So
Stop watching that documentary, man.
So back in 2019, there were 3 patents sent out by a scientist called Salvatore Pais, who I did check. He is a real person. He did go to the Case Western University here in Cleveland. He is a known aeronautics engineer for NASA and various sorts. He put out 3 different patents that would essentially make, there's not a easier way to say it, essentially fucking like UFOs and shit.
Like anti-gravity shit?
Literally, yes.
So anti-gravity tech.
Not even that, like literally a UFO, if it's going to be a real thing. Again, there's people saying that this might be like part of like the US's attempt to like mislead various other rivals to not let them know where their defense budget's essentially going. But the reason why I actually looked at it was it is being backed by the US Navy itself. And like in the patent itself, which at any point I can actually give the patent number, and I did look, it is a real patent for all intensive purposes. 3 main things were 1, a room temperature superconductor, essentially being able to move vast amounts of energy without any loss over time. Another one, which was an inertial mass reducer, essentially just reducing the amount of mass an object has. And the third one was literally a high frequency gravitational drive maker. It's a difficult read, even for me, because going through it's just a lot of various principles I don't have enough of a PhD to actually understand. But the big thing is it is being backed by the 2nd largest military force in the United States / the largest Navy and 2nd largest Air Force group of any sort in the world itself that are actually putting money behind it.
They've been working on this stuff, though.
But this is a point where there's patents
Like an actual
explaining
patent on it?
how hypothetically they're going to do it.
So they're going to build UFOs?
Hypothetically, that's the idea.
They're going to build interdimensional
Crafts?
traveling devices.
Well, interplanetary traveling devices.
Yeah.
That's what that would be.
Yes.
Don't you got to bend the dimensions to move in time without using time? Like move through space without using time?
Well, you still got to use time. So you were talking about a thing. There was a newer way to explain how actual warp drive would realistically work. It's essentially like bending the space-time in front of an object to a very small point, and then behind it, it's essentially just expanding at an accelerated rate to launch the projectile forward. And essentially, not light speed, but as close as you can.
We could probably get to light speed if we tried.
Not really. Unfortunately, to get like light speed, an object requires even more energy to do it. But for you to have more energy, you need more mass. And then you get more of the issue where you need more energy to move that same amount of mass. And then it just kind of escalates. So you can get close, hypothetically. But as of right now, there is no faster than the speed of light.
Anti-gravity UFO.
Definitely a 9. If it's actually going to be a thing.
Antoine.
I have my 10
And a 3.
and a 3. 10 and a 3, huh? 10 and a 3. And my 9 is Neuralink. I'll put Neuralink at 10 and put the gravity patent at 9. Because I love aliens. So if we could figure out how to talk to them a little faster.
Oh my God.
Like, for me, it was wild that, like, you can just go online and you can find the patents.
I mean, that's how patents work.
I know, but, like, for out of all things, a possible working UFO, that's not, like, just, like, the one thing, like, oh, I figured out how they make, like, a bicycle pump. Oh, I figured out how they got to Mars.
I'll throw out my 8.
Give
Same.
him a 1.
Okay. Thought you were about to say fuck that.
Damn. 1.
I'm sorry, man. I can still switch if I need to.
So my favorite technology that's upcoming.
I thought Antoine was.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. No. Antoine's next.
Go ahead, because he took LASIK. I was about to use LASIK.
Okay.
Yes.
My
Stole my
favorite technology that's upcoming is the UR3 arm. It's made by Universal Robots. It is a multi-purpose robot arm that is currently making itself. So it is a self-replicating robot arm.
Are they like the arms that you see like in the Ford like manufacturing plants where like they make cars and shit?
No, these are smaller than that.
But similar idea though. It's
Yes.
like an arm on a table that's able to like move 360.
Yes. They're hoping to pretty much it's going to replace a bunch of
Workers?
low wage workers. Yeah. It's going to be essentially what fast food is in the future.
People need not apply.
Yeah. People need not apply. It's going like it can already make gourmet burgers like quickly.
I'd love to watch an episode of Hell's Kitchen with these robots and Gordon Ramsay.
It's it does more than cook. It can do pretty much anything that you program it to do that you
like
do with your hands.
Sewing, soldering, wood cutting.
Sewing, soldering, wood cutting.
Hypothetically, it's
assembling
supposed to be
food.
as dexterous as the human hand.
Yep.
I mean, there's already the Da Vinci robots, which are literally being used for remote forms of surgery on people. To the point where I think we already discussed it, where like surgeon need not apply because hypothetically, if it's programmed enough, it can just do the surgery.
And it's way stronger than the human hand, so it can lift things better too, and like whole 9 yards.
My pinky's strong as fuck, though.
Hey, you do got a strong pinky. I got you.
Everybody got strong pinkies.
But yeah, the UR3 arm replacing us all.
But not my pinkies, though.
Everybody except for Dorian's pinkies.
Give it 5 years, so I'll have Dorian pinkies on the new arms.
I can give that my 3.
That's my 10, by the way.
It's definitely going to be a South Park episode where the dude that'd be like, they're taking our jobs. He's going to be talking about the UR3 arm.
Anybody else points for the UR3 arm?
I'll throw it at 10.
Throw it my 10.
I can give him my 6.
I actually have my last one now, too.
All right, what's your last one?
Fully functioning mech suits.
What are we talking about here?
Giant robots that you go inside of.
Like the Jeff Bezos meme?
It's like Power Rangers?
Essentially,
a little scarier.
Okay, but it literally needed a crane to hold it up.
For now.
That's what the picture shows you. But also, I think that one-to-one model quotations of the Gundam wing
in Japan.
I
The
think
one that like
I think
moves
it's
fucking
real.
arms and legs and shit.
Oh, yeah.
I literally think it's real. Like, why would they spend so much money on that?
Because there's actually a real Godzilla they're not telling us about.
I just think it's real, and like that's how they're gonna
Be
start
fully
shitting
Pacific
on
Rim.
people. Like, just think about like your tank rolls up, right, and then they have Gundam wing. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, what if that thing works correctly? It's over with.
I think that.
So I think it does work, but they just play it off as like Nah, man, this is just like we love anime.
So it's like the UFOs and Men in Black.
They work.
One's at the end.
I'm not talking about where it looks like just like a stupid like highway sculpture on the side, but it's really just a fucking UFO.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like they told us it doesn't work because how the fuck else are you gonna what are you gonna say?
Not
you
to
just
mention
built a fucking 20-story
how
fucking
else is
robot.
like
If
the
they
Japanese
told us that
government
it did
justify
work,
like,
what are we gonna say?
hey, we
I
made
mean,
a
we're gonna
real
bomb
mech with all your
we're
tax
not.
money.
If they're not doing anything with them, it's just standing there. Why would we bomb them?
Because then it's a threat. We don't have one of those. That's how the America works. They be like, "Hey, you got big bombs like us? Hold on, let's come see. Let's come
Looks
see."
like y'all need a little bit of democracy.
This might just be because of the meme, right? But like everybody's response to the meme has really sold me on the fact that mechs are dog shit and they should never be used in battle ever because they'll be taken down quick as fuck by a bunch of apparent randoms with big steel chains. They all say they're going to do it. They're going to kill the mechs with the big steel chains. So
See, my argument was the universal remote.
they said the Ewoks. The Ewoks killed it, so they can too. So I
love that argument.
I don't fear mechs anymore, I guess.
Walking Pomeranians
Because
did
Facebook
it.
strangers told
We
me
can
not
do
to.
it.
All right, let's see how this works out when they come drop the Gundam wing on us.
Points for Gundam Wings.
I got no points to give right now.
Yeah, I don't have any points to give either.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just throw one out too then.
Throw it out.
Autonomous vehicles.
Self-driving cars.
Yeah, those are scary.
That is a thing.
Those are really scary.
I mean, it's what fucking like the whole
no
Tesla
car
model is
should make
based
the
on.
decision on like where you crash at.
They're not
It's
making the
actually
decision.
it's actually well, first off, weird thing. If given the option of crashing into a young child or an old person,
It'll take out the old people.
it'll take out the old people, which is a pragmatic decision, I will say.
They're programmed to already know that they don't have enough time compared to the child.
Oh,
Oh wow!
Damn.
Then the child dies tomorrow of leukemia.
but
Come on, man. Why you gotta be
Well,
so
here's
dark?
the thing: if the Tesla vehicle has the knowledge of like access to like online medical records, to know that child has
It like
leukemia,
stops
it will
time.
take out the leukemia child.
It stops time and like scans them both. Whose health is better? But who does it take out if it's just two people?
The older person.
It'll
The black one? Come on now.
oh my god.
You know it.
Definitely though.
Don't even try to flex.
No. I actually got to back up Antoine here.
We didn't read
There
the
has
black
been
person.
statistics showing that the AI has targeted black people more because it has a harder time picking them up on the camera for the facial recognition.
I mean, like, cause
that is the thing.
that's the same problem with
The stats are already out on that.
the robotic sinks and shit. Black people usually have a hard time getting the water to come
You're
out.
out of here for real?
Yes.
I didn't know. I just thought they sucked.
No. It doesn't read up on black people's skin and shit.
No, Antoine, you're absolutely right on this case. It is more likely to go for darker skinned people
Told
when it
you,
comes to
man.
AI.
Told you. That's why they're scary.
Racism is everywhere, Jeremy. You're gonna learn
Even in the
one day.
autonomous car, buddy.
Look, all I can say is in the car,
Machines though?
in the car machines case,
they're programmed
it's not
by
purposeful. It's just not.
Who's touching these machines? Ain't no black people in there that they touching it for.
I mean, yeah, but the people aren't white either. They're typically Asian.
And Asians have
What?
closer to whose skin?
I mean, they do have lighter skin.
That's why when they move here, they flock to the white people.
Autonomous cars.
Again, I think we're just throwing out honorable mentions at this point.
And with that, we're gonna go do a rousing round of math.
Well, let's finish this bitch up.
Let's finish this bitch up.
Well, let's go on and finish this bitch up then.
Let's finish this bitch.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go and finish this bitch up.
We're gonna finish this bitch up.
Think it's about that time we start finishing this bitch up.
Go ahead and finish this bitch up, Jeremy.
Announcer man.
Y'all about done?
I think I'm about ready for you to finish this bitch up.
All right. So I got a couple honorable mentions. Do you guys have any honorable mentions you want to throw out?
I thought that's what we just did.
Streaming.
Oh, streaming. That was a hell of a new technology when it's Mac, but I mean, it's a little old, but I mean, it's a little...
My man is living in the 90s. He came with the LASIK eye surgery and the streaming.
Memes!
AI.
I did autonomous cars.
You did have autonomous cars. All
I
right.
did 3D printing.
Honorable mention,
Suck my dick.
nuclear fusion.
How about that technology?
No? Okay.
Nuclear fusion.
Yeah.
It's a little old too.
Actually, no. We've had
know about
nuclear
Jeremy?
fission,
Oh, yeah.
which is breaking apart. Fusion is where you force the atoms together.
A master ball. One of the greatest technologies ever made was a master ball.
Oh yeah.
How are you going to catch a Moltres without a master ball?
All right, y'all. Wi-Fi.
Or a legendary ball?
All right.
Which one's playing
I wanna-
Pokemon Go lately, huh?
I want to talk about Clear Space. It's a initiative that is going to be removing space debris by 2025 to make sure that we are able to do space travel someday. And then nano satellites.
That sounds like a waste of my tax dollars.
No, because we're going
Doesn't it
to
all?
Clean the ocean first.
well yes that's
They-
true.
Literally clean the ocean first.
You're
What
not-
are we cleaning up space for right now?
Well,
Because hypothetically,
telling us to
that
recycle
debris
plastic.
could like take out the satellite you're using to watch your streaming service, and you no longer have a streaming service.
please recycle your plastic.
No, stop telling us to recycle that shit when you can't even recycle 97% of the shit.
and then
They
nano
can't recycle none of
satellites,
the plastic. That's why
Oh,
it's all
baby
in the ocean.
satellites?
mini satellites also being developed.
Yeah, didn't Musk want to do like a
So I can have my own
form of
satellite
internet
orbiting
because
me?
of that?
Dude, for what?
To like, so I always have the best 5G.
Like that I believe that was
You
Elon's
have all types of
idea
tumors. Look
to
at that
essentially
rhino
just
out
have
here.
like worldwide internet via these
Yeah,
like
but I got the best
micro
technology
satellites
over here,
orbiting,
though.
Yep, pretty much.
and then
But
he
they are being
decides
developed.
and then he decides to hold the entire internet ransom, and then he
Oh, hold on, man. Hold the fucking page.
So you don't hold who for ransom?
Let me go ahead and
the
throw
internet.
Coca-Cola freestyle machines out there.
Stop
One
it.
of the greatest new
So a
technologies.
pop machine?
The Coca-Cola freestyle machine.
Just stop it.
Can you fuck the Coca-Cola
Can you get a
machine?
grape Sprite anywhere else besides a Coca-Cola
Jeremy,
freestyle?
edit this part out, man. Delete his verse.
All right. So
DNA testing kits.
Oh, go to sleep.
Technology!
Pregnancy test.
Social networking.
so starting with the rest of the fucking
Countdown.
yeah, self-driving cars was an honorable mention. So was fully functioning mech suits and quantum teleportation with 5 points.
Virtual reality.
Virtual reality's dope. Top 10. We have Google Cloud Personality with 11 points.
Okay, Dan.
At number 9, AI, all of it. It's bad. Kill us all.
Stop saying it.
with 13 points.
When you say it in that order.
8, contactless semen collector with 14 points.
Don't nod your head like, God damn.
Fuck about MD.
At 7, LASIK eye surgery with 20 points.
Fix them eyes.
Fix your eyes.
At number 6, we have the living robots with 21 points. And at number 5, we have the Internet of Many Things with 23 points.
Top 5.
Top 5. Finish that bitch
Number
up.
4.
Anti-gravity, UFO, 27 points.
Woo-hoo. Number 3.
No, wait.
UR3 arm,
Hold on.
29 points.
Number 2.
3D printing, 30 points.
And the top 1.
Neuralink, 31 points.
Hold on, man.
What's up?
Nothing, man. Because you announced the top 5 when he was at
4.
6.
No, he said 5.
Oh, I thought he said 6. I think he said 5.
Is there a tie?
No.
No.
6 was living robots, 5 was
yeah,
Internet of Many
Neuralink
Things.
No,
And with that,
Oh, no, hold
do you have something? Do you have a closing thought?
Hold up. Clap it up for the winner.
Let's clap it up for
Oh, you're the winner, so you would have clapped up. We haven't done this in forever.
And because he looks like a dad.
I mean, he is a dad.
Taking trips in helicopters.
Oh man, don't try to call me out now.
Yeah, had your dad outfit on. Yeah.
That shit was funny. And with that, that's not Trevor Tips, baby.
Peace.
Later.